Hello, welcome to Coffee with Phaedra. I'm Phaedra, and I help women reconnect with themselves through life's transitions, one conversation and one cup of coffee at a time. Before I get started in today's video, I just want to give y'all a little update. The past 2 weeks have been spent doing nothing but packing, loading the trailer, loading the truck, and actually getting everything moved from Michigan to West Virginia. So that's why I've been missing in action. It's been a challenge, let me tell you. But anyway, on with the video. Today, I want to talk about what to do when your clothes hurt. Have you ever put on an outfit and spent the entire day wishing you could just take it off? That's what happened to me after I developed complex regional pain syndrome and fibromyalgia. Before chronic pain, I never thought much about my clothing. If I liked it and it fit, I wore it. Then pain entered the picture. Suddenly, clothing wasn't just about style anymore. It was about comfort. It was about pressure. It was about seams. It was about whether something touched a part of my body that was already hurting. For almost 2 years, I lived in dresses because pants hurt. My right foot would swell so much that sometimes I needed a different size shoe. And there were days when slippers were the only thing I could wear. I wasn't trying to make a fashion statement. I was just simply trying to get through the day with less pain. People who don't live with chronic pain often don't realize how much thought goes into getting dressed. Something as simple as a sock seam could ruin my day. To this day, I wear my socks inside out so that the seams will not touch my feet and cause me pain. There was a period when my right foot swelled so much that I would buy 2 pairs of shoes, the same shoes in different sizes. One size for my left foot and a larger size for my right foot. I remember thinking, who buys 2 pairs of shoes just to make 1 pair work? I mean, this sounds crazy, but that's what I did. But when you're in pain, you become incredibly creative. You stop asking what's fashionable and start asking, what can I wear that won't hurt? Even my dresses have rules. I discovered that many dresses needed to hit just above my knee. If the hem touched my knee while I was walking, the pain would flare. Something most people would never notice could completely change how I felt. Then there were jeans. I wanted to wear them But most days, they just hurt too much. I couldn't put them on. I'd put them on and bring them right back off. Just that quick. Even now, when I wear jeans today, I always wear a pair of soft cotton leggings under them, even in the summertime. People see the jeans, they don't see the layers underneath that make the jeans possible. That's what makes chronic pain. That's what chronic pain teaches you. How to dress differently. People don't see the adjustments happening behind the scenes. Over time, I started buying larger clothes, looser clothes, anything that wouldn't irritate my skin or put pressure on sensitive areas. And while those clothes were comfortable, they did not make me feel good about myself. I wasn't dressing for the woman I wanted to be. I was dressing for survival, y'all. That may sound dramatic, but if you live with chronic pain, you understand. When your body hurts all the time, comfort becomes priority. Style moves way down the list. For a while, I thought I had to choose between comfort and feeling beautiful. I thought those two things couldn't exist together. But eventually I learned something important. I learned that I didn't have to choose, that I could have both. And that realization changed everything. So what changed, you asked? I'll tell you. I started focusing on I quit focusing on what I couldn't wear anymore and started looking for what worked for me at that time. I learned which fabrics felt good. I learned which cuts worked best. I learned that dresses weren't my enemy. In many ways, dresses became one of my best tools. Most importantly, I stopped comparing my body to what it was before, prior to complex regional pain syndrome and fibromyalgia. I quit comparing them because I've not been the same since. I stopped trying to dress the woman I used to be and started dressing the woman I am today. That shift changed more than just my wardrobe. It changed how I viewed myself. Today, I still deal with fibromyalgia and I still deal with complex regional pain syndrome. I still have limitations. I still make clothing choices based on comfort. But now my closet works with me instead of against me. And I don't know if you realize that with complex regional pain syndrome and fibromyalgia, a lot of the medications that they give you cause you to gain a lot of weight. So that also changed a lot of my clothing choices. Because what used to work even in that area no longer worked because of the weight gain. So if you're struggling with pain or weight changes or health challenges or a body that doesn't cooperate the way it used to, I want you to hear this. You do not have to give up feeling beautiful. You do not have to give up your style. You do not have to give up being yourself. You do have to adapt. And you may have to get creative. And you may have to do things differently. But differently doesn't always mean worse. You will find what works for you through trial and error. For me, the healing started when I stopped fighting my body and started listening to it. And once I did that, I discovered something unexpected. I wasn't losing myself. I was learning a new way to care for myself. And that made all of the difference. Papers are sticking together, y'all. So I want to thank you for joining me today for Coffee with Phaedra. If this video encouraged you, please like and subscribe. Or if you know somebody that is dealing with weight changes or pain-related issues, share this with them. It may be useful for them. And if you live with chronic pain, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is the one thing that you had to adapt that most people would never think about? For me, it was socks and how to wear jeans. I'll see you next week for Coffee with Phaedra. Hopefully it's next week. Maybe a little longer because I am sometime in the next 5 or 6 days we will be actually heading to West Virginia, just so you're aware. And it may take me a few days to get everything unpacked and situated so that I can actually focus on this. So don't give up on me. I have not left. We're still doing Coffee with Phaedra. Anyway, like I said, like and subscribe, share this video, and I'll catch you next time on Coffee with Phaedra. Y'all take care now. Bye.